In this review, we're going to be looking at the Special Missions, Cobra Island, G.I. Joe Classified, Alvin, Breaker, Kibbey with the Ramcycle. This figure is exclusive to Target stores, and I was able to get one Sunday. I went to check it out. Sunday was actually a street date. There are no shortages of these, apparently, because a friend of mine found at his local Target, they had 11 of them, and I had no problem getting them at our local Target. Hopefully the shortage on Cobra Island figures is over. Let's take a quick look at the packaging. He comes in like a big oversized box where it's a Rider type series like the Marvel Legends, but for G.I. Joe, of course. I think these are actually a little bit longer than Rider series boxes. I don't have any of those boxes handy, but this is a very wide packaging. You have Breaker in the box, and you have the helmet, you have the minigun, and the sidecar piece the minigun goes into attaches to the motorcycle, the Ramcycle. All looks great. You have your Cobra Island logo. Great artwork on the front. I love the artwork they put on these boxes. Wraps on the side. I'm having a hard time getting into it because it's such a long box. If I'm careful not to hit the camera. It's number 29 in the series. You have your standard legalese warnings on the bottom. Sad onion. And on the back you have the Cobra Island map. Cobra Island logo. Let's crack this sucker open and take a look. Here we have Breaker in the plastic tray. Now you can see all accessories clearly. You got the Breaker, the helmet, the minigun, the motorcycle. And comes secured with a band here. I already cut it off. Here we have Breaker in the Ramcycle outside the plastic tray. And at first glance, he looks really good. I just now took him out. I haven't really fooled with him too much. He is a good looking figure. There's a lot of reuse on the body. Before we take a look at Breaker himself, let's look at accessories. We have his helmet, which looks really good. And how well does it fit on the figure? There we go. And that looks really good. I like that. It's a nice, snug fit. He's not going to come off. It's not going to come off easily. It's a little pressure to pull it off. He has the minigun that goes into the sidecar. This is the same one we saw with Roadblock. It's a focus. And the barrel twist. I still wish that we could have got like a wind up feature for that barrel. Been kind of really cool, like get a little photographs of the barrel twisting. Now this minigun is going to be in the sidecar, which is perfect use for this thing because it's way too big for a human being to hold something like this massive. This looks like there's something to be on the nose of an A10. But this will look good on the Ramcycle. Speaking of, here's the sidecar it goes into. It splits apart. And let's see, let's go ahead and install the minigun. Got a wheel on the bottom. Snaps in place. There's our minigun on a wheel. Take a quick look at the Ramcycle. It's a good looking dirt bike, off-road bike. I'm glad they did an off-road bike. The wheels are a little tight, but it's brand new, so I don't really go near. I don't play with my figures. I put them on the shelf, and oh, that's cool. On the decos, you got like labeled like a toolkit for the repair bike. It doesn't actually open, but it shows that there's going to be a tool set there. Deco there, it says instrument cover. You have MG 1027. G.I. Joe, got the G.I. Joe star logo. On the opposite side, you got a little other decos. You got 36 Castle logo there, saying MG 1027, 36, US flag. You got some pretty nice detailing on the engine paint. You got gunmetal gray through here. You got the flat black for the motor, the exhaust. You have the disc brakes. I wish the piston calipers could have been painted. It'll make it a little nicer. You have the shock boot painted. I have a tail light. And you have the instrument cluster, which is painted nicely. And the front headlight, which is painted silver. And the steering actually does move. The handlebars turn the steering wheel. Let's do a quick comparison with some Marvel Legends Rider Series bikes. First up is the chopper style, which is seen with the Ghost Rider, Punisher, Wolverine. This is, of course, the Punisher's version. It's a longer bike because this is a street bike and this is an off-road bike. This bike is taller, but the tires are bigger. They look to be in about the same scale. They actually look good together. And here we have the Black Widow's bike. These are comparable in length. The ram cycle is actually a little bit longer, of course taller. This one's meant to have more suspension travel, but the suspension doesn't actually work on this one, just fixed position. It'd been kind of cool if they could have worked in suspension, because they did it with the Black Widow's bike. And just not on the front, just on the rear. Now let's attach the minigun. You have 2 ports here, 2 pegs. You actually take the kickstand off now. It rolls like rolling things should. That's pretty cool. That is a pretty cool look right there. Now let's take a look at Breaker himself. So there's a lot of reuse on this figure. The arms are from the Duke figure. You see they're the same sculpt. Same wristband over here, same watch, same hands. You see all the sculpted details the same, the elbow pads. And you have the upper torso. It's from Beachhead. You see under the vest, it's the same sculpt on both figures. See under the arms, it is the same torso. And from the lower body, from the waist down to the boots, is Snake Eyes. Same belt, same fabric textures, wrinkles. All these seams are all the same on the Snake Eyes. Knee pads are the same. Just new boots. Now the boots, the upper boot and the feet are new. There's a little weirdness on these boots. It's almost like they're pinched or something. They've got something weird. Or they're on the wrong legs or something. I don't know quite. They look off. Yeah, I'm thinking they might be on the wrong side. Especially if you look on here on the right foot, this sculpt hangs out. So I might have to try to swap them out and see if that looks any better. But the feet are right, left and right feet. But the boots look a little weird. On the head sculpt looks good. I do wish we could have got an alternate head with a gun blowing head, because it's kind of one of those DreamWorks things in the comics. It's the new vest. It's got the peg on the back for the backpack, but he don't come with a backpack. He also doesn't come with any sidearms. I wish he's got gun hands, but no weapons he can actually hold in his hands. That minigun is just ridiculously too large for a character this size to be trying to be holding. That gun is something like the bottom of an A10 Warhog. Not something a human being can carry and shoot unless you have superhuman strength. Last time I checked, the G.I. Joes don't have superhuman strength. Except for maybe Sarge. But, yeah, we're definitely lacking in accessories for the figure itself. Been great to have, like I said, to have either a gun blowing head, or they could have done like masked like Cobra figures. The Cobra Troopers would have a masked head. You could have this as an alternate head for Breaker and had a troop builder. So right now the Joes are severely outnumbered, because you got these as troop builders, you have the Vipers as troop builders, the Ninjas as troop builders, plus you have Destro, Baroness, Cobra Commander, Major Blood, Firefly, and so on. So, yeah, the Cobras way outnumber the Joes. And I know we got an army of Roblox, but it's still not enough. They're still outnumbered quite a bit. Let's take a quick look at this helmet, too. There's a lot of nice detail on the helmet. He has gear on the side. Looks good. Wish he had like a backpack, or like a radio backpack, communications pack. Since he is breaker, he should communications. He should have radio gear. With all the reuse on this figure, we pretty well know the articulation of the figure. The head is on a hinged ball joint. You can look up, down, roll around. There's ball joint on the base of the neck, which allows for tilt at the base of the neck and added movement at the base of the neck. Disc-in shoulders, kick up to here. He's got butterfly joints that go forward and back a little bit. There's not a lot of range in these butterfly joints, a lot of these Joes. You have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, get you up to here. Hinge and swivel wrist. Now this hand is a vertical hinge. This one is a horizontal hinge. There is an ab crunch, but it's going to be severely hindered because with this vest. Yeah, I can't really. Maybe click. One click. And can't get nothing back. Waist twist. Ball jointed drop down hips. This allows for the full Van Damme. You know, so they drop down for kicking forward. More back. Thigh rotation. Double joint knees. Kick his own butt. Boot rotation. Hinged ankles, go kick down that far down. Go that far up. And ankle pivots. Very articulated figures. Let's see what he looks like on the ramcycle. And to make it easier to get him on the ramcycle, I went and just took the sidecar off it for right now. There's foot pegs on the motorcycle, so you can plug the feet in so it stays all nice and secure. Put the sidecar back on. Now, it would make things a lot easier if you could use the ab crunch. Right now, where that vest is so thick, it doesn't allow much crunching forward. You can't really lean forward that much on the bike. But it looks great. With the sidecar, you don't have to have the kickstand down. He will stand and roll. See me roll. And this thing looks really good together. I like it a lot. I can see why they didn't include weapons. I still don't like the fact they didn't give him a sidearm. I mean, cool if you could have had one hand out firing, had some muzzle flashes. In summary, this thing is nice. I love the bike, love the sidecar, the minigun. The biggest gripe I got with it is the lack of accessories for the figure itself. There's no sidearms. Would love to have some alternate hands, alternate head, or heads. We're paying $42 for his plus tax. Been great to get a few more accessories because the body is 99% reuse. We've got new boots and new head. And the vest is new, of course, too. I would have loved seen the alternate head, a generic head we can use for a grunt, a pistol firearm, a rifle, something for the character when he's not on the bike itself. But of course, when he's on the bike, he's got the big minigun. Not sure how well it would be effective, like aiming that thing on a fixed position on a bike, but it's on there. Even with the shortcomings of the limited accessories, it's still a cool looking figure. It doesn't look like there's going to be a shortage on these, like previous Cobra Island exclusive figures. So hopefully everybody can get this one. Anyway, I appreciate everyone taking the time to watch the review. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.